week. Michelle Mackey joining you. Thanks so much for tuning into the Weather Network. And we start our weather story with a recap of our national highs from Monday. There's your 13 degrees in Vancouver, but you'll notice lots of blues through the prairies indicating temperatures below seasonal. But good news for the end of the week, we are going to see those temperatures rise quite significantly. Now, high pressure is pushing into the south coast of British Columbia, really clearing things up for Tuesday afternoon, and that ridge of high pressure is going to remain quite dominant as we move throughout the week. In fact, our next chance of seeing showers doesn't come until about Friday evening. Now, this stationary boundary, as we look to the prairies, it runs from about the Rockies all the way out to the east coast, and that's going to be bringing with it some snow through southern Saskatchewan. Regina in particular really going to be picking up anywhere from 5 to 10 centimeters. And by the time it clears up west to east Winnipeg, it's going to be wet flurries, not as much accumulation. Here's how much we can expect. There's Regina with your 5 to 10, Winnipeg less than 5 centimeters. I really hope you didn't get rid of your winter gear just quite yet. But Monday in Hamilton, hey, seasonal, didn't get much in the way of precipitation. We'll take it. Here's that same stationary boundary that's stretching through Ontario. Tuesday morning, we are going to see a sun-cloud mix, similar for the afternoon. But then Wednesday, particularly through the pre-dawn hours, we have this low that pushes in to southwestern Ontario, moves east, and that is going to be bringing with it a mixed bag of precipitation. More on this throughout the hour. Michelle Mackey joining you for the Weather Network. We do have severe weather on the way for the central U.S. as we move Wednesday into Thursday, and that is because we have a collision of air masses, if you will. We have cold air aloft in the northwest. You couple that with some warm Gulf moisture, and those go along the subtropical jet stream with very strong winds, and that is why through the Central Plains we do have a risk of severe weather, about 30% chance through the areas in red, and that is also going to spell active weather for central and eastern Canada by the end of the week. Let's bring you back to Canada now with our unofficial high temperatures from Monday. Vancouver, 13 degrees. Lots of blues indicating temperatures below seasonal, and the white right on par with our seasonal average. But good news, by mid-end of the week, the temperatures are going to rise quite significantly. I quickly want to take you to the east coast where we do have the chance for snow along a stationary boundary through Tuesday evening. More on this in your national update coming up next. But I hope you didn't get rid of it quite yet, because we do have a messy mix on the way this week. Michelle Mackey joining you for the Weather Network. Let's start our weather story with a recap. Your high temperatures on Monday, where we see the whites, including Waterloo, that's right on par with our seasonal average, but the blue, it's below. But hey, you know what? 7 degrees, I'm going to take it, especially after our white Easter, right? All right, now here's what we can expect Tuesday and beyond. We do have this stationary boundary where we see a mix of warm air represented by the red and cold air represented by the blue. They meet and they don't move very much, hence the stationary name. Now, as we look into Tuesday, it's going to be a sun-cloud mix, not much in the way of precipitation, but pre-dawn Wednesday, that's when the active weather does move in. It's going to be a messy mix. We're going to see rain in the south. We're also going to see the risk of some freezing rain. I want you to stay with us throughout the hour, because I'm going to tell you where you can expect that on Wednesday morning. Tuesday morning, though, here's a look at your temperatures. We start off the day above the freezing mark, and by Wednesday, here's a look at how much rain we can expect. You'll note that further to the south, that's where we're picking up on the majority of rain, 10 to 20 millimeters expected. Speaking of rain, let's take you to Vancouver and